Okay, so his thing's going on, so just kind of it's been you know like I feel like it's been peaceful because you know like when you have someone to talk deep about topics that it kind of really just it really like and it feels very satisfying when you're trying to let's talk about things that you know yeah like instead of trying to be a know-it-all, talking to someone who acts like a know-it-all and just 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 does and anyways you know I mean I look a lot younger, but I look relatively normal because I'm masking it up because I mask my traits and if I'm just masking it, like it really does. It does. It kind of even as a kid I struggle. Well, I struggle to keep friends. Like it does. It does. It really does. And just I just want, just love is not like what it used to be anymore. Because like I've done a lot of I've had 2 relationships in the past, and I learned the hard way. You should never chase someone, no matter what, and just you got then sometimes love will never cure the toxicity in your mind. It never cures the poison that's in your head, and all I can do is just fight every wave of doubt and try to find some comfort from every situation. So I got 2 more days and then I'm back in Saskatchewan because I'll be going to my grandmother's funeral, and it does just I was probably the most closest to her, and it's important that I come to this funeral, so good. And no, and on top of that, I just got some of my room just unpacked and just so I'm kind of but I'm also kind of excited because I'll be in a because I could be doing some photography and such. So yeah, because it's it's really pleasant. I haven't been to my hometown for so long, and it really kind of I want to see how it changed and see like lot of my friends have spun off on diverse paths, and I guess when time will tell who my real friends are, and just be real. Sometimes I just I need to open new doors and shut other door and shut old ones, and when it's like when God closes the door, He opens the window. And like it just like, I've had like I just hate when I get confrontational, and it's just not my thing. I mean, I can't just go on like I have been. It really does a lot show that I'm about how fast things can change. And I mean, when we're young, we think we have time, but when we're old, we realize we don't have time. And it's like I even said before, like, love can never cure the hurt, I'm talking about the romance, like, like, it's like I'm sad for a guy that's still in love, and just, I've had heartbreak numerous times, and it's just, if I can find, sometimes if I can find someone then, like, well, I'll find someday it's just, I'm not a problem child. I have a lot. I have so many, like, things that I gotta deal with, and I'm very set in my ways, and I'm just very, trying to get me into someone else another way. It's just, I don't know how to change the way I think. I can't change how my brain processes things, and I hope, but I'm not broken or dead or anything, but but our trajectory, our lives trajectory always changes, and like, I don't see, sometimes I feel like I'm more alone than I think I am, and it's like a dog can't make a journey alone, but a wolf can. And so anyways, but tomorrow on Thursday, and then on the bus again, and then it's just the way it goes, like, I'll be going to my mom, then I'll be going, and I'll be picked up in Regina, and then like, it's like, so anyways, I'm just gonna end it here and just say that, it's been kind of a rigmarole, and so I'm kind of, just finally just getting to settle in, and, one day then I'll start doing the chores, and, like, and just, yeah, my room kind of probably needs some cleaning up too, so, it's just, like, and another thing I've learned, being a Christian with autism is, uh, and and another thing with autism is that the obsessive compulsive tendencies is another one. Common thing is that my routines, I just, in with the routines and stuff, like I'm always like being like I'm set in ways, and then like it really does it really, it's debilitating, because like and especially, but even when you're a Christian, or if you're even a chosen one, and, and because you have that mark on the center of your palm, it's just, you're these constant ruminations and intrusive thoughts, and just sometimes you feel the shame and conviction when you've done something wrong, and just I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I just can't help it. Like, it's like God speaks to me in such a ways that no one can imagine. The Holy Spirit will always speak to me. So, if I fall out of line, then the Lord will chastise and haze me, and just, anyways, I've said enough. So, yeah, see what the next 2 days bring, and take it from there. Okay, bye now.